That's basically all it is. You boil it down to simplicity. That's how you get ahead. One concept, one strategy, and then the rest is history. Hello, it's Alan. Hope the markets are treating you well. Today, I wanted to let you know a stat that I just came across that has to do with day trading. I don't know if you're doing day trading, but over 74% of day traders lose money. Interesting stat. I actually thought it would be a lot higher. It probably is. Let me get the details. So the other day, I was talking on my phone to a friend, and the word migraine came out. I believe I said it. I said, "Hey, are you having?" We were talking about her child. Said, "Does he have migraines?" And the answer was no, and we moved on. So that was it. It was just like one or two times that the word migraine was used. The next day on my phone, I start seeing ads for migraines, migraine relief, migraine therapy. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I haven't been to any migraine sites. I haven't searched for Oh yeah, I mentioned migraines on the phone. So my phone is listening to me. And you've probably seen it. And it's just happened too many times now to me, a coincidence to be like, oh yeah, no, that's not happening. Yeah, it is happening. The phones are listening to you. It's listening to me right now. Alexa, Siri, all these guys, they're all listening. And then they're showing us ads based on the stuff we're talking about. Now, that is the future. That's how things are going to happen in the future, right? We're going to be thinking something, and there's going to be some software, some program that's going to be able to read our thoughts, and it's going to show us a billboard with the thing that we're thinking about. So every car that goes by on the highway will see a different sign on the billboard because of what they're thinking about. I don't know. It's going to be crazy. So I bring this up because now I don't do day trading. I'm not interested in day trading. I lost money doing it. I don't want to do it. I found my niche. But as a trader, we talk about trading all the time. And so I see ads for all different types of companies, option buyers, Forex guys, day trading companies, all this stuff. And I keep seeing this ad from a company called Warrior Trading. They're day traders, and the guy, he looked like a really nice guy, tall, skinny, long ponytail, glasses. Could be like, your average community college professor or university professor or something, nice guy, a little hippie looking guy. But he looked nice. He looked like, he was trustworthy. And he was talking about how he could, he made millions of dollars doing day trading, and it doesn't take a lot of time, and it's super easy, and he'll teach you everything on his webinar and stuff like that. Now, I never looked at it, but by the numbers that he was throwing up and the amount of ads that he was running, obviously he's got a pretty big company, and they've got a lot of students, and people are going to it. So it turns out last month in 2022, earlier this year, the FTC went after them. They went after the company Warrior Trading, and the company has settled, and they have agreed to pay a $3 million fine to the government, to the FTC, because of a few different things. There were three main things. Number one, they were teaching people how to avoid the $25,000 rule. So there's a day trading rule that if you have less than $25,000 in your account, then you can only do 2 or 3 trades a day. And then once you get classified as a day trader, then you have to have more money in your account because it's more risky, right? Day trading is actually riskier than regular investing. And so if you become a day trader, then you have to have a lot more money. Well, they were teaching people how to avoid that rule. So that was strike one. Strike two is the claims that they were making. Basically, he had a claim that, how I turned $500 into $1 million. I'll teach you how to do this with very little time, and you don't need a good education, and you don't need this, and you don't need that. And the claims, according to the government, were very exaggerated, and they weren't for average people. So it's not true that you can learn to day trade if you're an idiot. It's not possible for you to day trade if you only have 50 minutes a day. It's not possible to profitably day trade following your rules if you haven't been doing this for 50 years or some stuff like that. Now, our company, we make claims as well. And we make similar claims. The FTC, sometimes they go after a certain company, the bigger company, and they try to make an example out of them so other people like us get the hint and stop making exaggerated claims. So hopefully our claims are not exaggerated. We try to make them not exaggerated. But like I said, you guys see the ads, you guys get the emails. Most likely you get emails from lots of different option guys. And there are crazy, crazy, crazy claims that are being made. How you can make 100% in your underwear in 2 minutes every day, in the morning when they open. It's crazy, crazy stuff. Hopefully ours are not that crazy. Yes, we tell you that we can make 10% in a month, and we try to do it month after month. And that's 120% a year. which is a lot, crazy a lot. So people won't believe that. But if we can show that we can do it, then we can say that. And so, that's why we have to do it. But all of our testimonials and whatnot, we interview the people that are having success. So they reach out and they're like, hey, I'm having awesome success. I want to talk to you about it. I want to thank you for it. And I want to tell other people to do this so they can also have success. Those are the people we interview, right? We don't interview the people that have been doing options for 10 years and they've made money like $50. Nobody really wants to listen to that, right? So we don't interview those type of people because anybody can lose money. That's not a big deal. You want to learn from people that are making money. So that's the ones you want to interview and listen to. But I digress. So anyway, so this company agreed to do a $3 million penalty, and they agreed to change their advertising and the practices and all that stuff. The third thing they found was that the majority of the students were not making money. And so how did they do that? Well, I guess this company has a simulator, which is a software program, kind of like a paper trading program that you would get from your broker. So they had their own, and they were telling all their students here, don't risk your money, do the paper trading on the virtual simulator and learn to trade there before you go into the real. So these people didn't lose money technically, because they didn't have any money invested, right? They weren't day trading with real money. They were on the simulator. 74% of the people on the simulator lost money. And they never made money. I expected it to be a lot higher, but think about it. Not everybody uses the simulator. So if they have 1,000 students, there's going to be a lot of these people that don't do anything. Out of the 1,000, there might be 20, 30% that don't do anything. They just buy the program and they're like, okay, give me money. No, you have to do something. You have to work, right? Trading is work. You have to do something. So they probably never even use the simulator. Out of the ones that did use the simulator, those are the ones that are taking it seriously or trying to learn, watching the videos, learning the courses, doing whatever. And then they're actually doing the trades. Out of those people, the serious ones, 74% lost money. So I think it's pretty clear to say the majority of people doing day trading, probably over 80, 85, 90%, lose money. Bruh. Even with, Mr. Nice college professor guy teaching them who turned $500 into $1 million. So if he's teaching, and I don't know if he's legit or not, he might be, he probably is. I mean, the FTC looked at everything. So he probably did that, hopefully. Even with him teaching, very small percent of the people actually make money day trading. So should you be a day trader? No. Then again, this is not just a warning about day trading. This is a warning about crazy claims. So I talked to a lot of different traders, people that are trying to make a living trading options. And the ones that have the biggest issues and who don't have as much success as they should keep bouncing around from one shiny object to the next shiny object to the next shiny object because they see the claim. They see that, here, you can make, $1 million by next Tuesday. So they jump into that program and they jump into another program. So there's no focus, right? There's no reliability. It's not stable because they just jump around. There was another company recently, a couple of years ago, called Raging Bull. These guys were teaching people how to trade options and do day trading and buy options and do a whole bunch of other stuff. They had a lot of stuff. They were selling millions and millions of dollars worth of their courses every single year. They were the ones, I don't know if you remember this, but the guy getting out of the helicopter, the guy in the Lamborghini, the guy in the private airplane, talking about, I'm the world's greatest options trader in the world. Turns out the guy wasn't even a real trader. The guy didn't trade at all. Their company got hit by the FTC for a lot of the same reasons, that their claims were just too much. They're too exaggerated. But in the research and in the investigation, it found out that these guys, the head guys, the guy in the airplane and his main teacher and the other main coach or whatever, they didn't even have big trading accounts. And the trading accounts that they had were negative. They were losing money. So they were busy teaching stuff that they really couldn't do. And so that company went away for a couple of years, and now they're back. And they're advertising like crazy. They're selling courses again. They're selling everything again. And it's the same people. So it's a sad state of affairs, I guess, in the financial marketing world that we live in. I live in, at least. You're on the other side of it. You don't see the inside. Inside, man, it's a cesspool. To be honest, it is really a cesspool. It's more about marketing than actually about getting results, unfortunately, for a lot of people. And that's one of the reasons that our company is still small. We're very small compared to all these guys, because we're not willing to go and make the crazy claims. And so people don't buy our stuff as much. Okay. But the people who see through the crap, they look at it and they see our stuff and they, whoa, this is actually legitimate. This is actually real. And that's like the biggest thing that we get when people come into our program. They're like, oh my God, this thing actually works. Oh my God. It's like shocking to them that it still works. I'm like, yeah, I trade it every day. What do you mean you're shocked it works? I do it all the time. Still, I guess there's a lot of people out there that are selling stuff that doesn't work. Or maybe you have to do it for a long period of time or whatever, and people just jump around and they don't see it. But just be careful. This is just an announcement, like a public service message that, hey, day trading, number one, probably doesn't work. I mean, yeah, some people do make money. I've seen them. I know some of them. I know some people that make money day trading. It's serious. It's a job. You're going to be up before the markets. You have to be ready and sitting at your desk the whole day. And then when the market closes, then you can actually do your work and research and homework and tracking and all that other stuff. So yeah, it's not easy to make money day trading, no matter what the advertisement says. In terms of option selling, it does take time to learn, but it doesn't take a lot of hard work, and it doesn't take a lot of time, because once you put the trade on, our whole process is different. We're not trying to get out of a trade in 10 seconds. We're trying to stay in the trade for 30 days, right? We're trying to stay in the trade for a long time. So we want to stay in the trade and just have it work and work and work. Our whole process is different. So while we are in trades for much longer, the time it takes for us to find trades, manage them, is much less. I've looked at many, many different ways of trading, and tried them all, several of them, lost money on most of them. And then I keep coming back to selling options because it's, for me, the simplest way to do it, easiest to understand. You can make mistakes and still have it turn out right in your favor, or at least you don't lose a lot, even if you're screwing it up. The whole goal, and I've told this to all my students, like in the beginning, when you're starting out, it's not to make money. The goal is to be consistent. So if you can trade month after month and not lose money, that's great, because then you just need to do one or two little tweaks, and then that will just skyrocket your returns. If you're on the roller coaster, right, that's like, oh, win, 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 lose, win, 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 lose. That's the biggest bane of option sellers, because they're not doing it properly, because there's no consistency. It's not about how much return you can get. It's about how much that I didn't lose. I'm consistent. If your goal is 2%, then make 2% every month. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And then if you want to go to 3 and 4 and 5, then we just change a little bit. And then you go to 3, 4, and 5, and then you compound it and you compound it and you compound it, and you play the long game, right? We're not looking to retire in a couple of years. Oh yeah, I'm gonna turn my $500 into $1 million and then go buy an island and live forever on the beach. No, this is the long game. We're doing this for a while. Yes, you can turn a small amount into a large amount if you compound it and you keep working the system. It's not going to happen overnight. Okay, it takes some time, but it's doable. It's doable, very doable. So be aware. There's a lot of stuff out there. Your phone is listening to you. That's one thing. And if you find yourself on too many email lists, just hit that unsubscribe button. Get off the email list. I told that to somebody a couple of weeks ago. That's what she told me. She was like, hey, I keep bouncing around from shiny object to shiny object. And I'm like, okay, this is what you do. You find the strategy that makes the most sense to you. One strategy, just one. That's what you focus on. And you unsubscribe from every other service. You cancel every other service. Get off every other email list. And she's like, even yours? I'm like, yeah, even mine. I don't want you on my list if you're not going to sell options, right? It's costing me money to send you emails. So get off my list if you're not going to sell options. That's basically all it is. You boil it down to simplicity. That's how you get ahead. One concept, one strategy, and then the rest is history. All right, folks, take it easy. Talk soon. Bye.